Does it scare you to death to speak live on the internet? Don't worry, guys. I got some tips that are going to make it super simple for you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dan from MillennialMotivator.ca, helping you learn how to create, engage, and inspire. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button down there and the little bell next to it. You'll get notified when I go live on my next video. Monday through Saturday, guys, I'm going to be pumping out videos here, helping you learn how to better engage online. And as promised, it's not just going to be about business anymore. There is going to be that added aspect of everything in my life, how to manage your family, your finances, your relationships with your significant other. All of that stuff is going to be all wrapped in on this channel. Very excited for the new direction on the channel, guys. Thank you so much to all you guys that were here and stuck through that brief hiatus that I had. I'm very excited for my first course to launch on Friday, all about how to get partnered on YouTube in 90 videos or less. Today, what we're talking about is how can you do this? How can you get on a camera and just be completely comfortable speaking to the internet, speaking to the world out there, the cyber world that is anybody, anywhere, anytime that can plug into your video? How do you do it comfortably? Now, it seems like a bit of a crazy thing in my mind to make this video, but more and more as I'm watching chats and group feeds and questions, a lot of people seem to have a problem with this. And I hadn't even considered that there would be a level of discomfort or a nervousness with getting on a camera and doing this. So what I wanted to share, guys, was how I came about becoming so comfortable getting on a camera and just talking. So I'm going to give you the top 3 things that I had, break it down for you little by little, and hopefully by the end of this you can put some of that into practice and you can start doing your Facebook Lives and Twitter Lives and LinkedIn Lives and whatever else goes live, YouTube videos. All of this stuff, guys, it doesn't need to be intimidating. It doesn't need to be that hard. It can be easily done, and I want to help you figure out how. Let's go. All right, guys, first and foremost, we are our own biggest critics. And I found this really quickly when I got started. My first video platform that I got started on was Twitch. And I was doing online gaming. I broadcast on there. And I realized the first 3 or 4 times that I went live, I was like, oh, I don't look that great. The lighting's not great. I can't stand the sound of my own voice. It's really, it's not the way that I like to hear it. I wish I had more of a radio announcer voice. But the reality is, the more that I pushed through that, and realized that nobody else was making those comments. That was all in my head. 3-4 days passed, 5 days passed, a couple weeks passed, and eventually what I realized was, what is. People aren't gonna really harp on, oh, your voice, I can't stand it, because they just won't watch. The people that watch don't mind about all those little details. Oh, he's not wearing a suit today. Look at the office. It's not a Lamborghini in the background. Forget all that stuff. Be you, be genuine. It's gonna resonate in a big way. And I know that a lot of times that can be hard for people to hear, that you are good enough just the way you are, wherever you are. But that's the reality. Go watch a stream of videos. Just hit play on YouTube and let it autoplay. Or go to Facebook and hit play on a Facebook Live video and just let them play. You're gonna see so many different styles, backgrounds, voices. It's insane how wide and diverse it is. So for anybody to make the claim, here's the one way that it needs to be done. You need to wear a dress shirt or a nice dress. You need to have a classy background. You need to forget all that. There's no, this is how you do it. If you look at all the viral channels out there, no one viral channel is exactly like the other. Each of them has their own unique style and twist. Often the personality on the camera is the one that makes the channel and the content unique. So don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to get on the camera. And at first, it's gonna great. It happens with everybody. The voice, the look, the feel, it's gonna be hard to get used to. But the reality is, the more that you just accept it and keep creating the content and keep pushing forward, you're gonna create your own unique style. I know that when I log in, people expect to see this. This is what they want to see. When they show up, they want me just in my office, being real, giving you how it is. Be real, guys. Be who you are, where you are, when you are. Make it happen. That's number 1. Be you. Now, I touched on the second one a little bit, and consistency is king. So when I was on Twitch, I was broadcasting Monday through Saturday for probably about 6 months. And this is almost 8 hours at a time I was broadcasting. So imagine that. 6 months of 8-hour live broadcasts. You get very quickly accustomed to reaching out to the audience, seeing what they're doing, figuring out how to promote, how to brand, how to grow, figuring out which content is really eye-grabbing, just having conversations with people frequently. There's just so many powerful opportunities for you to do that. But it all drives out of consistency. The more frequently you do live videos, the better off you're gonna be. Now, if you haven't ever got started, YouTube can be a little intimidating. At least it was in the past, because you'd have to shoot content like this, edit it, curate it, put it online, make sure it looks good, and then share it out. Now, live is really a big thing. And you can tell it's big because almost every social platform has a live video component. And I mentioned them earlier. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, all of them have a live functionality. What does it take to go live? Very little. As long as you've got a camera and audio set up and decent lighting, you're able to go onto a live, set it up, and make it happen. I myself make sure I do at least one live every week on here because it gives me the opportunity to get feedback from you guys, to have conversations with you. By the way, reminder, every Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time, I do channel reviews, social media reviews, website reviews. Hey, just Q&A, why not? Show up, ask your questions. I will do my best to answer them every noon Eastern Standard Time. Now, it's that easy, guys. You show up, you turn live, whether that's on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter. Just get used to going live. Do it frequently. Set yourself a target. Once a day, twice a day. It doesn't matter. But what matters is you're consistent in doing it at least once a day. The more frequently that you get out there, you create your live content, you put it out there for people to see, the better you are going to get at engaging with the camera, understanding what that feels like. All right? So that's the next step. It is so crucial and so vital that you set yourself out a consistent schedule of what it's going to be. So here on this channel, Monday through Saturday, you guys know that you can get me here. But the reality is, over on Instagram, I create 3 pieces of content a day at least. At least. 2 of those are usually live video content that I put out. Not mentioning the stories that go out throughout the day. There's probably 4 or 5 of those as well. So I am constantly creating live content and throwing it out there. Facebook Live, I do probably about 1 a day. So if you've got great content or you want to be a creator who does video content, consistency is going to help you grow and drive and get to where you want to go. The more you do it, the better you'll be. All right, number 3. All right, guys, this is the last one. And it's really a mind-blowing thing. What I hadn't considered and why I didn't think that this would be a stressful thing for anybody is because in reality, I'm very aware of my surroundings. And in my reality, when you're recording video like this, who's here? For me, it's just me. I understand this is going into the internet, and I understand why that's intimidating. For a lot of people, they go, this is going out to the world. Millions of people are going to see it. That's a really intimidating thought. Yes, it is. So stop having it. The reality is most video content you put out, guys, especially if you're brand new, you're only going to get a handful of people that see it. And it's going to be a handful of people that already know you, care about you, and want to encourage you. There's nothing to be intimidated about. Realize that when you first shoot, it's you and the camera. That's it. You're the only 2 people. And that camera is not going to give you any feedback unless the audio is off. And then you'll get feedback. That was a pun. It was brutal. But the reality is this. You have just you and the camera. Don't be intimidated by this. If the thought of millions of people seeing your thing is intimidating, don't be. The first videos that you do, you'll get a handful at best. As you grow, yes, you will get more and more people coming, but also keep in mind those more people that are showing up are doing so because they see something they like. So again, you don't have to be worried about the criticism that you might receive from that. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. You are set up for success in just being yourself. Go out there and don't worry about the millions out there. If your video goes viral, great. That's exactly what you wanted. You had a message you wanted to share and it got out to as many people as possible. But you don't have to fear the camera. You're not standing in front of an audience. This is a heck of a lot easier than standing up in front of a conference or an event or a room full of people and delivering a speech or a keynote or an educational talk. This is so much simpler, guys. All you have is you and your camera, whether that's your phone, your desktop, your actual camera, that doesn't matter. It's you and the camera. Keep that focus, keep that concentration, and you're going to find that you have a ton of success in creating content by removing that fear element. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope if you can take these 3 things of just be you, Do what you do. Don't be afraid of anything. Get out there and be consistent with it. I hope those points can help you guys drive a successful online presence using live video. Now, if you are somebody who was never scared, the question of the day for you is, what are your tips? What would you add to this list? Let me know that down in the comments below. If you are somebody that's either intimidated by going live on video or somebody who hasn't done it at all because they're too scared, let me know which of these tips are going to help you guys advance your online marketing using live video. Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. If this video was helpful to you or might be helpful to somebody you know, please share it out to them. I will catch you guys tomorrow with another great video.